Hello everyone, so welcome back to another video, and this is the coverage of the Gamescom trailer for Daemon X Machina, which looks more like Armored Core now than ever before, if you had any doubts. We've got some influences from Ghost in the Shell in there, we get to see characters, we get to see what looks like character customization or hints that you can turn the character into either a cyborg or something more, which fits in a lot with the old themes of Armored Core. We get to see what looks like enemies' parts being broken off and then used against them, which looks fantastic. We get to see little drone robots that we can use when you're out of an actual mech itself to defend yourself. But the most important thing I think about this is the number 3, because it always shows off in most of the shots 3 mechs, and that seems to suggest that there'll be some kind of co-op function for multiplayer in which you can play maybe 3 or 4 friends. I'm really liking the way that this is going at the moment. I'm really liking this short trailer. I think it was about 2 to 3 minutes. Might have been just a little bit less. But I love how much it showed us the variety of different missions. Reminds me a lot of the first Armored Core mixed with the third one. And I say that purely because of the fact that with the first one, you're obviously starting out in a new universe, and they were setting up all the things that would go on with the game. But the third one had a little bit more variety in terms of missions, and it seems to show that where you've got, say, like the oil rig platforms in Armored Core 1, I think it is, or Armored Core 2, where you have to defuse bombs, or in Armored Core 1, it's take out so many units. And in this one, it looks very similar, where one of the mechs has to take out a transport that's flying over what looks like another oil rig or some sort of base out in the ocean. We get to see a load of mechs dropping into a underground section into what looks like a fight with about 10 other mechs, which just looks fantastic. We get to see a lot of stylized combat from the E3 trailer when that was dropped. And we get to see a lot more of the character and how they interact with the mechs. Specifically, it looks like they lock their arms into sort of these glove-style mechanisms that have the controls on them. And then the character becomes able to use the mech through a series of arm motions. So it looks like it's a little bit more involved than Armored Core, where it was either using joysticks or typing on a pad. I'm really liking the way that things are going with this at the moment, or rather how it's looking. It looks absolutely fantastic in terms of the combat. I mean, I'm just looking here now at this boss image. It definitely shows that you can cut off parts of the bosses and use them against them later on, because the cannon that we see here was on top of the boss unit beforehand. I just can't wait to see what else we get out of this, because it's feeling like classic Armored Core again, which a lot of fans have been asking for ages. And you just knew this video was gonna drop when there was new footage of Daemon X Machina, because I said ages ago that I'd be covering it as much as possible. So yeah, we've got some new environments, we've got some new footage of the characters and what looks like character customization and on-foot gameplay. We've got a little bit more in terms of interactions with bosses, because they showed off all 3 bosses here. They had the giant one with a sword, they had the worm, and the one that crawls on all 4s with a laser cannon that it's now been confirmed you can cut off. We've got different levels, including the city area, the underground, a nighttime base, and what looks like an oil rig platform or some sort of sea base. It just looks so cool. I can't wait to see more of it. We'll have to stay tuned for that. Anyway, what do you guys think? I'll see you in the comments section. Laters.